Yeah, just put you in the rubbish pot. So you'll find that a chorizo sausage is reasonably spicy. They come picante or dulce.
Does this want to be a
spicy or sweet?
fine mash or
Nice and chunky. We're doing rustic here.
Right, okay.
Rustic. Snails are quite rustic. We want our butter. We're going to do a beurre noisette. Now, I'm not a particularly French chef. We're using the word jus and beurre noisette. Beurre noisette means to cook butter to a nut stage. Okay. Butter goes in the pan. Garlic. Okay. Slice yourself some garlic up. Put that into the pan as well. Yum, garlic and butter, beautiful. Okay, snails. Now last year I was at the French Laundry and I stayed at the man who's the gardener at the French Laundry, and he showed me he's trying to grow snails at the moment. He told me that the French introduced snails to America. I just assumed they were always there. Snails in the pan. And I have to say, the first time I ate a snail was my French teacher in New Zealand at the age of 12. Brought us some canned snails from New Caledonia. She lined us all up, gave us a cold snail each on a spoon, and we ate it, and it was, you know, I didn't eat another snail for years. So I've got beurre noisette. I've cooked the garlic till it's golden. The snails go in. So already by cooking the butter to beurre noisette, it adds like a layer of flavour, like a toasty, lovely flavour. Yeah, I've got some Oloroso sherry. Yeah, chorizo.
that's sweet and dry.
This here is Oloroso is a sherry that's been oxidised, so it has a bit of a kind of nutty character to it. Right. Yeah. So I've got my sherry, then I put my jus in. So what we're trying to do here is just provide a really rich, juicy experience. Parsley in there, a chorizo mash. Let's do one last little thing. The snails are simmering away. You can't really overcook a snail, but all you're trying to do is warm it up.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not trying to cook it for half an hour or something.
That looks beautiful.
At work we call this choza mash. Our word for chorizo is choza. Don't quite know why.
So is this a dish that you've created or picked up on your travels?
Well, I first had chorizo mash in Spain. It was served cold as a almost like a brandade. And I have to say it wasn't very nice. And then I came home and I thought, well, what would be nicer? Well, serving it hot would be a good start. And also, I thought I wanted to create a snail dish that we could have in the tap room at our restaurant that would be nice, because I hadn't been convinced about snails, I have to say. And plenty of jus, sherry. You can tell the smell of this is quite delicious. And that is the snails cooked in garlic butter and sherry with jus and a chorizo mash.
Sort of hits you, you get a kick slightly, like a delayed kick. I love that.
And it sort of lingers around for a bit as well, doesn't it?
I'm going to make that at home. I like that very much.
Peter's masterclass tips for snails with sherry jus are firstly, buy cooking chorizo rather than cured chorizo. Try to get unpasteurised snails, they have a much more pleasant texture. And your jus can be frozen in ice cube trays and keeps up to 3 months.